Is there anybody here? Good morning. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today for the big show. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce. I just want to let you know I really like this game. I love this game. New T-shirts are out. Coffee mugs coming, and I'm going to get my coffee mug. I think today or tomorrow. Hoodies are coming, and sweatshirts, and all kinds of stuff available on my Redbubble store. Thank you all for joining me day in and day out. It's your beleaguered Canadian here. You're a Canadian who was kind of asking himself, is everything okay? Are we all right? Do Americans really believe that 14 pounds of fentanyl coming from Canada into the U.S. is the problem? Do Americans actually believe that Canadians want to sell the United States fentanyl? Really? Geez, I don't know. Just a guy sitting in front of a computer trying to tell you kids, you can make a lot of money in this stock market. And one way to make money in this stock market is not own stock at all. Not even a single share of any stock at all. If you like NVIDIA, you like Sofi, you love GameStop, you Rocket Lab, you AI, Palantir, you like Apple, you just love the markets and you want to make money in the markets. You don't have to go chasing hot rumored stock to make your money. You don't have to. You can just sit on cash. I mean, literally, you can just sit on cash in your account, and then you can just write options in the options market. Bring in a whole bunch of cash, because these are credit trades. These are trades where you write options and get the money for selling these options. Add that money to the money you're sitting on and collect a whole bunch of interest on the money. There's ways to do that, by the way. And then earn interest income and call that dividend income. Watch contracts shrink in value because the contracts you're writing are worthless. They have no value. They're going to die for nothing. Enjoy the shrinkage and buy them back at a much lower price and write another batch of contracts that have no value whatsoever for even more capital, and keep earning more interest on your money and not own any stock. And yet you're a fan. You love certain companies. You love Palantir. You love Apple. You love NVIDIA. You love Tesla. You love Amazon, Google. You love the Magnificent Seven. You think that all kinds of companies there have all kinds of fantastic potential. You're really excited about the future of certain companies in AI and chip making and whatever. That's all right. You don't need to own any of their stock. You don't need to own their ETFs. You don't have to buy anything. Actually, you don't have to buy anything to make money in the stock market by buying a single share of stock in any of these companies. You just could theoretically write credit spread contracts on this stuff or cash secured puts and offer. I mean, this is goofy. Where else in the world can you offer someone a time frame where you say to somebody, I'll tell you what, I'll buy from you your NVIDIA stock for $10 less than it's trading at right now, or 15 or 20, whatever. Pick the number you want. I'll offer to buy back stock. I'll offer to buy stock in a company you have right now for less money than it's trading at for, say, a month, a week, 2 months, a year. But you give me money up front to do that. You have to give me compensation for that. And I'll guarantee you that I'll buy your stock from you at a set price below the market right now, and you give me money up front. And there are takers for this deal. You cannot believe the option market is drowning in takers who want to gamble against you, that they just want to know that you will buy from them stock in their favorite companies or what have you at a lower price than it's trading at, because they're looking for protection against stocks that are in a market that's at the highs of all time or close to it. My viewers here are collecting money from saps across the options market that they can't believe it. That my viewers cannot believe how much money they're being handed to offer to buy stock for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the most popular stocks in the world, the most active stocks in the world, the biggest capital value companies, top 20 in the world, they can't believe how much money they're being handed to offer to buy stock at a discount to what the market is trading at. They can't believe it. And they're just going, why wouldn't I want to do that? Why wouldn't I say to someone, I'll buy your Nvidia for $15 a share less than it's trading at? No problem. Just give me this money up front. Give me a percentage of the value up front. I'll sit on that cash, add it to the cash I've got. And by the time the option comes up to expiry next week, the week after, the contract that I sold is going to be trading at such a low value because the stock didn't crap out. It didn't collapse, or it's gone down a little, but nowhere near to the price I'm willing to buy the stock at. You're never going to make me buy your stock from you. You can sell in the open market for more. This contract is shrinking to zero. I don't even have to buy this thing back. But I'll tell you what, I'll buy it back for 10, 15 cents on the dollar before it even expires. Because I'm going to create a new contract. I'm going to write another one that's good for 2 or 3 weeks. Again, under the value of the stock itself. Cash secured puts, easy peasy money. Not the problem, but the reality is there are 173 people watching me right now, and I'm 10 minutes or 5 minutes into my show, 6 minutes, 30 seconds into my show. There's 174 people here, and they all are going, yep, that's right. That's right. This guy is right. I am personally following Uncle Bruce's philosophy. I really like this game that Uncle Bruce has going on right here. I like this game. I am using my cash, and I'm willing to buy back Sofi shares at $14 a share, at $13.50 a share for a year. I'll give you 11 months. Sell me Sofi for the next 11 months if you want to, at $13.50 a share. Bring it. And my viewers are going, Bruce, I've never seen this much money come in my way so easily before. I've never had it so easy before. All the years I've been a stock market player, I've had the crap kicked out of me. I'm always buying the stock at the highs. I'm always buying the stock after it's hit the highs and it started to come back down. And I think it's going to go back up again. And I'm looking for the buy dip. I'm always a dip buyer, buy on the dip, I never get the dip right. I never get it right. I'm always paying too much for these shares, and I have to hold for a long time for the shares to ever come back to what I paid for them, or they never come back to what I paid for them. Why is that? And here you are telling me don't even bother buying Sofi shares. You like Sofi? You like these guys? You like Anthony Noto and his game plan? You love the way that company is growing and adding members and building its revenues and profits? You believe it's going to become an S&P 500 company like Palantir did last year? You think SoFi is going to go from 15 a share to 60 a share to 80 a share to $100 a share like Palantir has done in less than 1 year? You think SoFi could get something like that going? You don't need to buy any SoFi shares. What the hell you need to buy SoFi shares? You didn't need to buy Palantir either. You don't need to own any stock whatsoever. You just write cash secured puts on these stocks. Offer to buy the stock. You offer to buy the stock. You love the company. I would love to buy SoFi, but I want to get it at a 15% discount or a 20% discount to what it's trading at. That's what I'm willing to commit to. I'm willing to commit my money to buy it at a cheaper price. People are going, how do you do that? Why is it that only 1% of all the people in the market do this and 99% of the people in the market don't do that? Why do they just buy contracts, call options on these stocks and hope that they go up in the next month or 2 or 3 because they have very little time on these contracts? Why do they buy the stock and hold it forever and hope they're right? Didn't buy it too high, didn't buy it too soon, they bought it too late. And then they don't know when to sell it because they bought it at 15 and it goes to 17 and they go, should I sell it now? Is this the high, or should I let the stock go to 18? I'll wait until it goes to 20, then I'll sell. It goes to 20 And they don't sell it because, well, it might go to 21. And why would I sell it at 20 if it's going to go to 21? And I bought it at 15. Then it goes back to 17. And they go, oh, shoot, I should have sold it at 20. I didn't do it. Why do most people do that? That's what most people do. 99% of the market does that. You're one of them. You may have been one of them in the past. There's 199 people watching me right now, live. They're all option writers, or they are all option wannabe writers. And they're asking themselves, the newbies are asking themselves, why would I do this? Why would I write options? What is this guy from Canada got? What does he know that I don't know? And why should I care what he has to say? After all, my president doesn't like Canadians. Why should I like this guy? Not that every one of you is American. By the way, welcome non-Americans who are watching me this morning. Look, I've got viewers here that are telling me, Uncle Bruce, I can't believe it. I sold my Sofi shares at $12 a share when it was running up. And it's run all the way to $18, and I have made even more money since selling the shares than when I owned the shares, or I have made more money on my Sofi shares by getting rid of them at 12, 13, 14, and writing cash secured puts, rolling them over, than if I didn't sell them. If I held them until they got to 18 and I sold them at the all-time high trade on Sofi, that very moment, that 1 15-minute window or whatever the hell that window was, when the shares hit 1842, that one day, had I sold the Sofi at that price, I would be the multi-year highest seller of Sofi shares. If I bought them at 8 and sold them at 1842, I could say I'm a god. I'm a genius. Unfortunately, there's maybe one person that sold them there, two, might have been a pension fund that sold them. An ETF sold them. Who sold them at 1842? I don't know who that person is. Sure wasn't a million shareholders. I'll tell you right now, it wasn't 5,000 shareholders that sold them. It wasn't even 50 that got 1842. It might have been one, maybe a couple hundred shares sold at 1842, and then they went back to 1840. But that's the high print. But even if you did get that, there are viewers on this channel who have made more money on their Sofi shares by selling them on the way up and writing cash secured puts than holding all the way to 1842. And I can tell you that 99.8% of all shareholders who own Sofi shares that had them at 1750 and saw them go to 1842 and come back, they're still in the stock. They still own it. And they're hoping it'll go back through 1842. Right now it's at 1546. They need a $3 move to get back to the all-time high. For those who sold at 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, all the way up and wrote cash secured puts, they've already locked in $22, $23 a share for their stock. They're sitting on that cash right now. And they're just going, Uncle Bruce, this is too easy. I hauled in $23 a share by selling my stock and writing these $20 cash secured puts that expire next January. I got all this dough in my account. I'm earning interest on this money, and I get paid every month interest, daily interest every month. I'm getting like 0.6 of a percentage point every month, which is 7.2% a year. This is unbelievable. I sold the stock for $23. And if I don't get, and nothing happens to me for the next year, I just sit here for a year with this cash as the stock is sitting between 15 and 20 bucks a share. No one's going to exercise my contract. I'm going to get 7% interest on the cash. 7% on $23 a share. Do you know how much money that is? Have you bothered to figure that out? It's like $1.60 a share in interest, which means you're getting $24.60 a share having done this move. You're still making money and you're not in it. This is the crazy thing that people here figure out. There's 218 here now, 222 here now. Welcome all you viewers. 222 people here figuring out. You're telling me that if I sell the shares And then I write cash secured puts on the shares. I earn interest on the money that I'm sitting on through ETF purchases and daily interest, depending on your broker and everything else. You can earn interest on the money from the money you got selling the stock and writing the call of the put, which will add another $1.60 a share to the price that I took off the table when I wrote the $20 cash secured put. Why are there shareholders with this options market in existence? It's been in existence since the 1970s. Why are there even shareholders left in this world? I have a simple answer for you, because they don't know how this game works. They think it's too complicated. There are hundreds of millions of people out there who have become, from one time or another, investors in the stock market, whether they own stock directly or they buy stock through mutual funds or ETFs or index funds, whatever they're doing. They're investors in the market because they believe you have to buy something and watch it go up in value, and then you sell it, just like your house. You buy a house, and hopefully your house goes up in value, and eventually you are way ahead on that house 15 years later, and you can say to yourself, we have lived rent-free for 15 years. Because if we sell our house today for the price that apparently we could probably get today, we will have made a profit of this much money on our house. What they don't calculate is the interest on the money they've spent to buy the house through their mortgage, the cost to maintain the damn thing and to insure it. All those costs are in the profit margin that you got to take up. And they then don't understand the other problem, and that's inflation. The house is worth more money today because of inflation. You didn't make any money. Your house is worth just as much as it was worth 15 years ago. 15 years ago, your dollar had more purchasing power than it does today. You need more dollars to hang on. That's how people can relate to investing. It's all right. Nothing wrong with that. It's okay. It's the way of the world. It's the American way. It's the Canadian way. It's the European way. But those of you who are here, 238 of you now, you figured out, well, the way Uncle Bruce talks, I followed this guy's advice last year. I started selling my shares, and I started writing cash secured puts, and I'm doing credit spreads. I'm hauling in interest on all this money. And this is actually offsetting my inflation problem, because last year I held 20 grand worth of Sofi shares, and every month my money was losing value as inflation went up to 9% in the year. The stock was not going anywhere, and so the value of my account was actually shrinking against my expenses to live on. Now, Sofi did make a move, which is great. $15 now instead of $8. That's super. But I sold those shares, and I wrote cash secured puts like Bruce told me to. And I've hauled in $22, $23 a share on my stock. And now I'm earning interest on the $22, $23 a share, which is compensating for inflation, even though it's down to 3%. I'm beating inflation. I'm getting 5 to 8% interest on my money. So I'm beating inflation with my capital. So my account is holding its own and gaining. And in the meantime, if the stock goes higher, even higher, I don't lose. I win. Because those puts that I sold, I have to buy those puts back eventually. January 2026 is D-Day. That's the end of it. But between now and then, I can close this position anytime I want. If the shares want to go back up to 1842, the puts will be worth $1.58 book value. I didn't sell them for $1.58. I sold them for $7.50. I sold them for $6.50. I sold them for $7. If I buy them back for $2, I'm just going to turn around and write new contracts good till 2027 instead of 2026. I'll just write another one-year contract, and I'll bring in $7 again. If they're 25s or 22s or 27s or whatever, I'll figure out the contract that is going to get me $7.50 a contract. I'll pay $2 to buy this back, and I'll take $7.50 to write this one. That's $5.50 a contract, $550 per contract more in cash added to the cash that I'm sitting on. In other words, I'm going from $22.50 a share plus $5 a share more. It's $27.50. I'm going to earn interest now on my $27.50 share position without holding a single share of stock. Go Sofi, go to 30, go to 35. I will make money on it as it keeps going up, plus the interest on my money. All of a sudden, Bruce starts talking about tariffs and all the gobbledygook going on out there, and the possibility that interest rates might go up. And I'm sitting there going, interest rates going up? What do I care if interest rates go up? That's great. Interest rates go up 2 percentage points this year. I will get more interest on the money I'm sitting on. I'm going to get a raise this year on the amount of cash I'm sitting on. And if SoFi wants to go to $25 or $30 a share, get included into the S&P 500, post record profits, announce stock buybacks, great. Go to 35 a share. I will have $40 to $42 a share in my hands for every share I once owned at $8 a share. Thank you, gamblers and saps out there who are trying to hold the all-time stock to the moon. Go chase those. Please go chase those. I will make money. Thank you very much. Giddy up. Congratulations, those of you out there who are Palantir option writers. Did you write options on Palantir? Did any of you do credit spreads on Palantir? Have any of you been buying deep in the money calls and then writing calls on those calls as a poor man covered call strategy? Or were there any of you writing cash secured puts on Palantir when it was $60 a share? You were writing 60s and 65s and 70s. The stock is what, 102 this morning at one point? Congratulations on Palantir. Well done. What do you do if you wrote a cash secured put on Palantir that had like a $75 strike price? You were willing to pay $75 a share for Palantir. You got paid, what, $15 a contract when you wrote the darn thing, which meant you were really willing to pay $60 a share. It's now trading at 102. What are you going to do now? Well, those puts you sold for $15 are going to be $3 this morning, $2. You're going to buy them back, and you're going to now write $100 Palantir cash secured puts, or 105s, or 110s. That's what you're going to do. You're going to take another $10, $12 off the table again and say, thank you, sir. May I have another? Maybe you'll write just 80s. You'll just say, I'm only willing to pay $80 gross, less the premium. I'll write till next January. Give me $10. I'm committing to $70, even though it's trading at 100. Whatever you want, you're going to get richer one way or the other. You're getting richer. I congratulate you and welcome to the party, pal. Nicely done. There are now 247 people watching me live. How many of you have given me a thumbs up while I've been ranting and raving? Can you do that for me? Please hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate it. Have you answered my poll question today? It's a wishy-washy question. I'm asking today the question, how many classes or lessons of mine have you watched? If you did watch them, how many did you watch before you began to write stock options? Did it take just a couple, or did you need to watch 5 or 6 of these classes? How many classes did you need to watch before you began to write stock options? Just curious. We've got 100 people who voted already. 100 people have voted already. I thank you for that. Looks like my thumbs up meter is not automatically rotating like it was yesterday. We're at 123 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. We got. The question was, I started writing stock options after I watched blank number of Uncle Bruce's lessons. 2. I watched 2 of Bruce's lessons and I started writing options. 78%. It didn't take long for some of these folks to go, 2 lessons is all I needed to figure out I should start writing stock options. 4 lessons, 11%. 6 lessons, 3%. I needed to watch 10 lessons before I wrote my first contract. 8% of you said 10 lessons. 78% of my answerers, of these folks answering this question, 78% I started writing stock options after watching 2 of Uncle Bruce's lessons. Holy crap. Well, that's pretty darn interesting. I do appreciate that. 135 thumbs ups. They're coming in. Thank you, everybody, for helping out this morning. What do I tell you to do on the lessons? If you want to learn how to write stock options and not be a gambler, you want to be the casino, you got to learn how to write options. The first 2 lessons that you can take that I've made, they're on my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. The first 2 lessons, the first one describes the options, how people buy and sell them, where they come from and all that. And the second one explains how you can write them. Right there, first 2. You can literally just open up a practice account and start practicing the writing of options right there. Just start practicing option writing. Free of charge, risk-free, pretend money with live quotes. That's after 2 lessons. That's all you need. Now, will you know everything there is to know about options after 2 lessons? No. Are you a graduate of all my courses then? No. You're 1/9 through the whole thing. There's 18 lessons now available to understand all about options. And even that doesn't cover everything, but it'll take you down the highway one hell of a long way. There are people here who, after 2 lessons, started writing call options on stock they already had, or they made a few adjustments to their portfolio so they could write call options. They started hauling in more money from the first time they wrote options. The very first options they wrote $5 contracts, and they brought in $2,500. They spent a couple $100 on the lessons. They're already ahead. They're earning while they're learning, and they've been ahead ever since. They write options. Every time they come up for expiry, they buy them back for way less than they sold them for and write new contracts. They roll over contracts if stocks get out of hand. They've learned how to do cash secured puts. They've learned how to do poor man covered call writing. They've learned how to do credit spreads. As they go down the line with the lessons, they become even more knowledgeable about all the option strategies and so many more that exist. And they begin to go, oh, I like this more than that. This is more appealing to me than that. And the way Uncle Bruce talks about the ability to quit my day job and replace my paycheck with option premium money, this appeals to me like you cannot believe, Uncle Bruce. Others say to me, Uncle Bruce, you have shown me that my retirement will not be in the poorhouse. I will not be dependent on just Social Security and $100 a month from my pension account. You have helped me take that stupid pension account that I've got worth 15 grand, 40 grand, 80 grand. That is a fraction of what it should be for retirement. And you have shown me how I can build the value of that account beyond what any money manager has ever done for the organization I'm with, the company, or any bank that I've ever gone to in the past. Welcome to the party, pal. You've got to take this bull by the horns yourself. I'm sorry. There is nowhere I can send you where I can say, oh, you need to go to this banker and talk to the wealth management people over there. Those guys will make you 40% a year on your money. There is nowhere that exists like that I know of. Nowhere. And why would you be offered 40% return from someone else when they themselves would make 40% and not need you as a client? I mean, think about it. If you're a banker and you make $120,000 a year in salary and you can save up 30, 40, 50 grand real quick in like a year or two of working, and you know you can make 40% on the money that you manage, why would you manage anyone else's money but yourself? Doesn't that make a lot of sense? I mean, these bankers don't need you and all of your babysitting needs and all the help you need and the hand holding. They don't want to deal with that. They want to deal with their own money on their own terms. And if they can compound 40% a year return on their 30 grand, within 3, 4, 5 years, they've got hundreds of thousands of dollars that they're managing. They don't need you. They're traveling the world. They're managing their money from Singapore, from Monte Carlo, from Rome, from Paris, from London, from Cincinnati, Ohio, wherever they want to be, they'll manage their money and make 40% return on their money. They don't need you. So there is nowhere you can go. You can't watch a Super Bowl ad during the Super Bowl coming up. No one on the Super Bowl is going to advertise that their finance firm, their bank, is the place you put your money so that we can help you make 40% a year on your money. No one does that. And yet you'd wonder, don't you think, though, there would be banks that would be promoting that? I mean, if JP Morgan could make you 40% on your money, wouldn't you think they would have billboards everywhere around the world saying, come to JP Morgan, we can help you make 40% on your money? You don't see those ads anywhere. Merrill Lynch doesn't do it. Bank of America doesn't do it. The Royal Bank of Canada, for my Canadian friends, they don't do it. Bank of England, any of the UBS Bank, any of the European banks, none of them promote the fact that they can make you 40% on your money. Nobody, anywhere, not even in the UAE or Saudi Arabia or Japan, or nowhere does any financial institution offer you the opportunity to come and see us, come and talk to our financial care professionals, and let us talk to you about making all kinds of money for you. Matter of fact, I bet you that you can't find any ads anywhere from any of the big banks, investment firms around the world that even show you a 10% return on your money. All you find is banks offering you CDs, certificates of deposit, where they're offering you 3.99% interest with a little number one behind it. Like a little one behind it. Special terms and conditions apply. How many times have you received emails in your hot little email accounts where you've seen, earn 5% interest on your money, contact us today? And you click on that thing and you notice that, I know this bank in my state or in my province or my country, and they're offering you 3 months of interest at an annual rate of 5%. But at the end of 3 months, you're only getting 2% interest. They want you to lock up the money for 5 years or 3 years to get the introductory rate of 5% for 90 days. And then after that, you get your BS rate. No one is going to offer you a 40% return on your money. Nobody. So now what do you do? Well, if you can write options on stock you have, or on ETFs you own, or on cash that you have, and there's the secret to success, you don't need stock to write options. You can write options by just using cash only. And that's where it gets interesting, because that's advanced trading. That's an advancement over and above what everyone else does. 241 people are sitting there going, Uncle Bruce, I hear you. They always tell me I should buy stock in Apple and IBM and Cisco and now NVIDIA and Amazon. I should just wait it out, let them make the money, and my money will grow with them. And I'm sitting here going, no, you don't even need to do that. You can control hundreds of thousands of dollars of stock. You can enjoy profits on hundreds of thousands of dollars of stock with a mere couple of $1,000. That's the shocker that people don't get. They can't understand this, that you're telling me, Bruce, that with $1,000, I can control 50 grand worth of Apple stock. Yep, you can make a profit off of Apple stock using $1,000. I don't understand this. That's like regular, serious gambling, right? And I say, I can show you how to do credit spreads on Apple shares where you're $40 out of the money. You're not even near the market, the actual stock price. You can get involved in call options, $40 ahead of the market, $50 ahead of the market. I can help you get into a Tesla stock $100 away from the market and watch contracts shrink to nothing, and you keep all of it. The entire credit is yours for the next week or 2 or 3 or 4. Not for a year, not a 5-year commitment where you've locked up your money. No, for 21 days, 15 days. You tell me what kind of time frame you have. This is what the lessons are for. The lessons that I put together to try to give you a handle on just the basics of option writing, which is the fastest growing area of the stock market worldwide. The number one area of growth where more investors are coming in wanting to invest money and gamble money is the options market. The good news for you guys is that 99% of the people coming into the option market just want to buy options and sell options. They want to buy them low and sell them high. They're willing to take the biggest risk for all their capital. 1% of the option players that are there and coming in are option writers that want to be the casino. You want to take the bets. You don't want to make the bets. You want to take the bets. And you're the one saying, I'll pledge $1,000 of my cash, or $3,000 or $5,000 or $20,000, whatever amount you want. And I am willing to buy Apple shares from gamblers at a price below the market that is very comfortable for me over the next month or 2. And I'm willing to take it. I'm willing to make money on my money. And 40% a year returns are very possible, if not much higher than that. There's a reason why there are casinos. Why are there bookies? Why are there bookies? It's because there's money in taking bets. And this is legal. This is completely legal. There's nothing illegal about it. The SEC fully endorses this practice. The biggest houses in the world, the biggest casinos of the world, are the biggest investment bankers and hedge funds of the world. All the pension funds and mutual funds are casinos. They take bets from the gamblers. You can be a miniature casino in your own house. You have to decide whether you want to be that kind of a investor or you want to be the gambler. If you're the gambler, you risk everything, and you could lose it all in a day, a week, a month. You could lose it all. If you're a casino, you will take snippets of profit here and there and here and there and here and there, again and again and again and again and again and again. And you will limit your exposure to every position you are involved with to a comfortable level that you wish to be exposed. You decide what's your exposure, if there is one, and how long you're exposed to it. I can't explain to you in 5 minutes. There's lessons available through my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca, and I cannot emphasize enough how many of the 247 viewers that are here right now, 247 are here as I'm talking live. How many of those people have already gone here to the website, have taken just my first 2 classes, just the first 2? Then they've taken more. Once you write your first set of contracts and you realize, wait a minute, you're telling me I get to keep this money? I took in all this cash from these gamblers and almost all of it is mine in like 3 weeks, 3 days, 2 hours. What? This can't be real, Bruce. This can't be legal. There's no way, Bruce. There's a catch here. There's got to be. Come on, man. You're selling snake oil. Come on. There's a reason why there are 242 people here. I can also assure you that a pretty high number of the 242 or so that are here, whatever that number is, are likely members of my channel too. They've become members of my channel. They're not just casual observers. They have bought in to the program to become followers of this channel. They've been here since, in some cases, January 2021. And they're still here. They will not leave. They are members of this channel. They are writing options, and they're saying, this is one hell of a game. I like this game, Uncle Bruce. I really like this game where I'm the casino and I keep the money in my account. I love this game. I'm not leaving this game. Thank you very, very much. Look, kids, welcome to the show. Nice to have you here. We've got craziness happening out there. Yesterday was one of the craziest days in market history. And most of you don't realize it. Most of you maybe were not aware of how insane yesterday was for the stock markets. We had a 600 plus point loss on the Dow first thing pre-market, and we recovered, and then we lost a little yesterday, and here we are this morning down 75 points, a far cry from what we were doing yesterday. It's unbelievable what we went through here in the world markets just in the last 24 hours. But I can assure you, there are viewers on this channel who made a shit ton of money yesterday. A shit ton of money was handed to them yesterday, first thing in the morning, and they took it. And I am certain there are viewers here yesterday who brought in the money they brought in that they got to keep yesterday was more money than they've spent on every lesson they've taken from me. One-on-one consultations they've had with me, paid for. Memberships, this Gold Bagel membership that they've had for 4 years, all paid for. Just yesterday, just in the first 2 hours of trading yesterday, viewers of this channel made more money than they have ever spent learning how to write options. And they're going, you know what, Bruce? I like this game. I really like this game. Man, I can't believe I am allowed to do what I do in the market with all the craziness that's going on out there. It was insane. Richard Carlin is here, stock jockey, Big E, Andre Delatorre. Harry is here. Welcome, Harry. Looks like trade war is over right at the moment. Charlie C2 is here. Good morning, everybody. Where's the community tab for Uncle Bruce's page? I can't get the pre-show. Big E's here. Looks like I'm a member. I've been a member here for 2 years and 1 day already. Eddie is here. Aurora, Charlie C2, thank you. Free range. The man, the VIX would support that. The market is not too worried about the tariffs right now. Hector is here. Twilla Blade, Matt, D.H. Ruda, Mike H. It's all vanity with Trump. It is what it is. James of the Mystery Tree. Corinne is here. The man, I'm a Republican. I voted for Trump. Do I agree with how he went with the tariffs? Not really. Do I believe America is getting screwed in trade deals across the globe? Yes. You know, America really does well with trading, actually. America does really well with trading. It's incredible. But America doesn't get told this by their leaders. But Americans have been benefiting from a fantastic trade program for decades. America got rid of rusty old factories in the 80s and the 90s. Even in the 70s, they got rid of all those old car plants, all those old plants that used to make the tube televisions and the tube operated radios. They got rid of all the old refrigerator factories and stoves and microwave factories and all that crap. All those were dumped. Americans just dumped those. And businesses, American businesses, American business people, which again, owners of these factories, which is the top 5%, the top 5% of American business people, they got smart. They were always smart. They figured out we're better off getting our refrigerators made in China or Taiwan or South Korea or elsewhere. And then we just put them on containers, on the container ships, bring them to America, and then distribute them to all the Sears and Kmart stores and all the other stores around the United States, and let Americans buy the latest, greatest television from Sony and Hitachi and Zenith and whatever, and let them buy Whirlpool appliances made by foreigners for 1/10 the money. And everyone's happy. We replace the fridge if it doesn't work. We'll have parts brought in. We'll have repair centers. Sears will offer their Admiral line of appliances and all that. That was the way of the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. Americans did great. Americans' standard of living went up dramatically because the cost of goods went down. The price of televisions should tell you right there what are prices of TVs today with what you get versus what you used to pay for a television back in the 70s. Do you remember what your parents paid for a TV in 1972, color television? Do you remember $1,000 in 1972 for a 26-inch console color television from RCA or Admiral or all these other brands? Today you can get for $1,000 in 2025 dollars, you can get a 70-inch television today for that. The technological advance is unbelievable. $1,000 in 1970 is today 10 grand. $10,000 television today. Can you actually buy a $10,000 television at Costco? Could you find one for $10,000? I can't find one. I saw a television in Costco last week, 100-inch television for 2,700 American dollars. It wasn't 10,000 American dollars. You can't spend 10,000 American dollars. Americans did very well buying their clothing from Bangladesh, Pakistan. Americans are doing very well buying their technological products from offshore manufacturers. Americans have been living the dream, and Americans should keep doing that. That's exactly what Americans should continue to do. Produce the smartest people in the world from engineering and software development and everything else. Do what you're good at, and then use your strong American dollars to buy goods and services from around the world for pennies on the dollar. That's what Americans should be doing. Forget about rebuilding factories. There's no future in rebuilding factories. There's no way you can build a factory in Pennsylvania, New York, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, Virginia, name any state, Texas, as red as they get, Wyoming. You cannot build factories in the United States and employ red-blooded Americans to work these factories and then hire Americans to sell the stuff the factories make to the rest of the world. It's too expensive. A television made in the United States, a flat screen television made in the United States would be triple the price that Americans pay now to have them imported. No middle-class American is dumb enough to walk into a Best Buy store and buy a 75-inch television for $5,000 when at Costco they're imported from overseas for $7.99. Why would you not pay $7.99 versus $5,000? There's no American stupid enough to do that. Americans are very smart people. Canadians are very smart people. Germans are smart people. Japanese consumers are very smart people. Chinese consumers are very smart people. They're not idiots. They're not going to pay 4 times the price for an item that they can buy somewhere else. That's not how it works. You buy the best product you can at the cheapest price you can get, and you brag about it. And you tell your friends about it. You buy yourself a brand new refrigerator with an ice maker machine and all kinds of other technology in it, and you get it for $1,999 or $2,999 or whatever the price of the damn thing is. But you're not going to pay $20,000 for a fancy-dancy refrigerator. Why would you do that? Americans should stick to what they're good at, and what they're good at is buying stuff cheap, buying stuff made in other countries by labor that is much cheaper than the labor in America. Win on what you're winning on. Keep winning on what you're good at winning at. Get out of the race to the bottom mentality. There it is. Why make T-shirts in Tennessee that cost $8 each to produce and have to retail for $25? Why don't just make the T-shirts in Bangladesh, bring them in for 80 cents a shirt, 40 cents a shirt in bulk, and sell them at Michael's for $3.99? Why shouldn't Americans pay $3.99 for a basic T-shirt, spend $1 to put this thing on it, and retail it for $9.99? What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. That's called making money. But for some reason, there's this mentality out there that Americans are losing because they're not making basic products in their own country. Canadians feel the same way, by the way. This is not a made in America issue. This is around the world. The Chinese want to hang on to their factories. The Japanese let go their factories in the 80s and the 90s. The Japanese started factories in the 50s after the Second World War. They made the cheapest products in the world for the 50s and the 60s, and it was the cheapest product in the world. Japanese product were garbage in the 70s and 60s. The late 70s and the 80s, the Japanese turned around and went, whoa, wait a minute. We can't make a television and ship it to America and have it break down in 1 year. We have to make Hitachi and Sony and other brand televisions in Japan of the highest caliber quality, and not only export them to Americans, we have to export them to the Germans and the French and the British. We have to destroy the entire television market that exists in every country in the world because of all the protectionism, and allow our imports in our Chinese Hitachi and Sony televisions that are the best there is. Trinitron TVs, you remember these? That's what happened. Panasonic, all the brand names. And Japan dominated the color television business for 10 years. Then the Japanese got smarter. They figured out we can't make televisions in Japan anymore. And even though they're the best quality, we can't do it. What we need to do now is build factories in other countries around Japan, hire the locals there to make our televisions under license, and export those the way we've been exporting them. And so now the next move through the 90s and the 2000s and 2010s, and even today, all televisions coming into the United States and Canada and Britain and Germany and France and Italy, no matter what electricity they use, 110 volts, 240 volts, no matter what the line of resolutions are required, these manufacturers are South Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Indonesian. These folks are smart. They're importing to us what we want. And you can now go to Costco and buy a 75-inch flat screen television for under $1,000. In 2025 inflation damaged dollars, you can get a 75-inch television. And I hear it all the time. You hear it all the time. You go to the TV section in Costco and you hear people talking to each other about the TVs, and someone will inevitably say, oh yeah, you remember in 2007 or 8, the first flat screen TV we bought was a 45-inch television and it cost us $4,000. You remember that? You can't find a $4,000 flat screen television in Costco right now. The 100-incher is $2,800. $4,000 in 2008. What is that now? $5,500? You can't spend $5,500 on the TV anymore. America is stronger because of that. Americans are using less cash to buy more product than ever before. And yet, for some reason, there's the thinking out there, to make America great again, we have to learn how to make flat screen televisions in the United States. I don't think so. Just kind of weird. What can I say? The mental gymnastics are exhausting, says Jeff. Good morning, Auntie Jen, says Doug and Bruce. Welcome all. Nice to have you here. My Palantir puts have shrinkage big time today, says Doug. Oh, it's going to be a good day for you today. Oh, welcome all to the program. Deep Value is here. Juan is here. Number 60, number 58. Thank you. Welcome to the party, pal, says Stock Jockey. Welcome to the party, pal. Tula Blade, I'm currently holding my arms on my Sofi cash secured puts. I got 29 of the $22 strike for Jan 26. Either the stock goes up and I roll over, or I get exercised. I'm going to sell the shares and roll over new cash secured puts. I think that's right for my first right. That's exactly the way you play this game. Exactly. Amy J, I'm here. I'm number 75. Welcome. Why do Americans always think they're getting screwed in trade deals? They are by far the largest and strongest economy. That's right. It's the strongest growing economy in the world. Nothing spells success more than flying into Los Angeles, over Long Beach, over the LA port, you're coming into LAX, or you're leaving LAX and you look out the plane and you see the port of Los Angeles and all those container ships. They're coming and going. They're coming and going. That's power. That is success. That is a country that is winning. The Americans are winning on all fronts, and they are told they're not. And there are so many Americans who are falling for this lie. It's incredible how many Americans think they're getting screwed, and they're not. The American dollar is the choice currency of the planet. Even in communist countries, they love the American dollar. Americans can fly to Britain and Europe on an airplane, round trip, depending on the time of year, for less than $1,000. Less than $1,000. $2025. I'm not talking 1960, $1970. I'm talking $2025. It's incredible to me how many people out there forget. They say to their friends, "Oh yeah, I went to England last year, and I had to spend I spent $3,000 on my holiday in England last year. That was a fortune." And no one stops him and says, "Wake up, Will Smith dope slap. Wait a minute. You only spent 3,000 American dollars on a holiday in England last year? Do you have any idea that 10 years ago you would have spent $3,000 in Britain? The $3,000 you spent 10 years ago, or anyone else would have spent 10 years ago, today is 3,000 today. That's a discount. Inflation has made it cheaper for Americans to travel around the world, and Canadians and others. We keep forgetting how good we have it. It's unbelievable, but cash is king, folks. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We're open. You got the idea, Twilla Blade. Welcome, everybody, from being here. Gunny Bar, look at that Palantir 103. You are correct. The man says elegant. Charlie, give the guy a thumbs up, people. Are you telling me this thing's a cash machine? Are you telling me that you're traveling in time with a DeLorean? Welcome all. Nice to have you all here. Thank you for joining me. Lots of comments and hellos. Thank you, Larry Titus, for number 112 thumbs up earlier today. Thank you all. Spicy. I'm proud of Canada today. Uncle Bruce. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I paid for the year and sent you an email. Can you take a peek later and get me up and running, please? Very, very much. Ed, I've sent you an email back. I have refunded you your money. I cannot accept your payment for a Gold Bagel membership without you going through YouTube. You're not reading your email. Ed, hello. Check your PayPal account. You've got to get your Gold Bagel membership through the YouTube channel. You can't do it directly through me. I would love to be able to do that, but I can't do that. Thank you all so much for being here. Puke Burb, I have thoughts about rolling a spread to a different stock. Example, roll from NVIDIA Iron Condor to a Microsoft Iron Condor with the same spread value due to NVIDIA volatility. There's ways to do this. You're going to need a one-on-one. You need to have a one-on-one with me. You're starting to ask questions that deserve a little more time than a 30-second response. Mark, I wrote 5 contracts Palantir during lunch yesterday for a $100 strike, Jan 26 at $29.70. Thank you. I have another. Keep up the great work. I love this game. There you go. Welcome all to the program. I appreciate you all being here. Kent says hello. Hello, Kent. Hello there. Who else is here? And I've got 10 grand to spend. What would you do with that? There's no spending here. We don't spend $10,000, Jennifer. We put it to work. I wish I should have said 10,000 to invest. You got it. Yes, Jennifer. You need lessons number 1 and 2 if you're brand new to this channel. You need right there. What about on Sofi? What do you think I should do on Sofi? Charlie saying yes. There you go. Charlie, I sold 3 17s yesterday. I got $445 each. That was $5,100 needed to write 3 contracts and bringing in $445 each 3 times. Not a bad return on your money. Jennifer, ooh, nice. Thank you. That's an interesting idea. What else? Yeah, Charlie, I'll lay out $1,260. I'll lay out $12.65 for Sofi anytime. Charlie is so charitable. Actually, it was $12.55, but who's counting? Nice. Welcome all to the show. Nice to see you. Welcome. Beach Boy is here. Good morning. Dude is here. Amicus is here. Thank you all for joining in this morning. It's great to have you, kids. I can't keep up with all these comments. Wing Commander, I've been a member for 42 months. The answer is everything. Larry Titus has rung the bells. We're up and running. We're open. ALA, I've been a member for 2 months. Time to go member only chat. Uncle B, you got to go member only chat. Please go member only chat. Just do member only chat, please, Bruce. Nothing but member only chat. Thank you all and everyone. Jeff, you missed the bells. They came in up here. Jeff, what's wrong with you? You're missing it. Wake up, have another coffee. Welcome to the program, everybody. 289 of you are here. It's nice to see you here this morning. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Thank you all for being part of this channel and being part of this family. We love having you here. And congratulations to those of you who are just enjoying lovely returns on your capital. The market is handing it to you on a silver platter. If you know how to take it, grab the gains. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Let's see here. We're going members only now, as per popular request. Please become a member of this channel, and you can comment now during trading time here. Love to have you. Don't forget tomorrow night, a 7 o'clock Eastern time, prime time live with Uncle Bruce, Gold Bagel members only. Become a Gold Bagel member of this channel ASAP and enjoy all the benefits of a Gold Bagel member. Thank you, every one of you, for being here from wherever you are on the planet. Love the fact that you're here. Thank you for these thumbs ups, and thank you for answering the poll question today. 185 thumbs ups and counting. Yesterday, my counter was live. It was spinning. Today, it's as dead as a doornail. I don't know what the problem is at YouTube. I don't know why they do this and how they do this, but these counters are very inefficient. I don't understand what's going on over there. We have 138 votes so far for the poll question of the day. I started writing stock options after I watched how many of Uncle Bruce's classes. 76% of you say, I started writing stock options after I watched 2 of his classes. It just took 2 and I started writing options. 4 classes, 12%. 6 classes, 2%. 10 classes, 9% started writing options after watching 10 classes. 2 classes, 76%. Holy crap. That is awesome stuff. And that is telling. That is very telling. 192 thumbs ups. We're going for 200 right away. Thank you all for coming through here. I much appreciate it. Thank you, Jeff and Juan, for hitting the knee emojis and letting the Knights of Knee know that you are aware of their awesome powers over this channel and the market as a whole. You are very aware of the power of the Knights of Knee. No question about that. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, everybody. Thank you for joining this channel as members. We love that you're here with us. Without question, we love you. There you go. Tool of Blade. I watched 12 classes before I made the plunge. I wanted to know as much as possible before selling my shares. Romeo, been something for a couple of months. I've been here a couple of months. Feels good to be back. Oh, I've been away. You're back. Welcome, Romeo. James of the Misty Tree. Neat, deep value. Neat. The emojis are coming in here. The big E, as always. Neat, followed by a Z at the end. Welcome all to the show from wherever you are, especially you Gold Bagel members and you Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members and subscribers and everyone else. Thank you for joining us this morning from the planet. It's a lot calmer today than yesterday, isn't it? I'm showing the Dow down just 57 points. We can handle that. We're up 2 points on S&P. We're up 27 on NASDAQ. Look at the oil market. Taken a dump, down $2.29 a barrel to $70.87, down to $70.87 a barrel. Oil getting schwacked. Interesting. SoFi up 16 cents, 15.56, up 16 cents. ASTS 22.24. Did anyone out there write put credit spreads? Sorry, did any of you write, cash secured puts on ASTS? Did any of you write call credit spreads on ASTS in the last 4 weeks? Some of you have got to be very happy with ASTS right now. That was an interesting run. Rocket Lab 29.04 up 66 cents. We've got GameStop up 15 cents right now. AI up 172 a share to 32.93. This is a whole different looking market than yesterday, isn't it? We got Nvidia up $2. Tesla's up only 380 though, 387.40. Palantir, look at that, $20.93 to 104.67 on Palantir. Palantir is trading right now at 523 times earnings. You think it's a little overpriced on the PE multiple? There's some optimism in that camp over there. Their numbers are surging, though, I have to admit. 104, that was a $15 stock a year ago. SoFi today, $15 stock. They make as much money as these guys, if not more. They're going to make more than Palantir. Believe me, SoFi will make more money than Palantir is going to make. They're going to make money. Palantir will be successful. SoFi will be more successful. There are fewer shares of SoFi outstanding compared to Palantir. Just for those of you who like SoFi, you have every reason to like SoFi. Nothing wrong with Palantir. Nothing really. It's just, it's running. MSTR, a MicroStrategy, up $1.62. Costco down 124. Coinbase down 23 cents. We've got Google up 281. Apple up 19 cents. So we've got Microsoft up 85 cents. Netflix up $22. It's $1,000 a share. Meta, Facebook down 25 cents a share. Amazon is up $1.18. Uber up 196. Adobe is up 301. Cisco down 20. AMD up 176 at 116.02. Unity up 55 cents. Enphase up 171. Spire up 31. Moderna up 44. Pfizer up 32. That's some interesting, some early quotes of some of our favorites that we seem to be watching here. The Dow off 73 or so. S&P now is down a couple of points. There you have it. We got all kinds of speculation going on as to what's going to happen in this world, what's going to happen with tariffs, what's going to happen with this or that or everything else. It's unbelievable. ALA says, I watched for about 3 months. I was hanging around here watching this guy for 3 months. I wrote some GameStop covered calls. Then I took the package deal on his lessons, and I haven't looked back. Neat. ALA, way to go. Jared, good morning, Uncle Bruce and family, number 193, the team arm folder right here. Doug is in the house. Two of my faves, Doug, SoFi and Palantir, two of my favorite stocks. There you go. Juan, Uncle Bruce, how high can Palantir go before the overvalued calls start coming out? I don't know. You have more buyers than sellers. You got gamblers all over that stock right now. And as an option writer, you should be writing cash secured puts. You should be writing call credit spreads way out of the money. That's where I'd be recommending you go. Doug, some of my $75 cash secured puts, Palantir, they're up 96% as of this morning. Gee, it might be time to buy those back and now write new cash secured puts at higher strikes for dollars. You should be taking in gobs of dollars right now. Don't be waiting on the sidelines. What can I say? Isn't it fun out there? Is anyone having a good time? I love it. 103.50 on the Palantir. Writing $90 cash secured puts, 95s. Can you bring in some big premiums there from 75? I would think so. Go further out in time. Go a year out. How much can you bring in? Can you bring in 30, 40, 50% premiums on cash secured puts on Palantir? What are you waiting for? What do you need, an open invitation? I mean, take the money. Let's go. Why are you saying something spreads instead of these spreads? And okay, call credit spreads. You can write call credit spreads on Palantir, but you got to be writing 140s, 150s. You want to write put credit spreads, you could be doing 75s, 85s, something in that neighborhood, perhaps. Short term, though, like a few weeks out. I'm just saying there's ways to play this, but cash secured puts are a nice way to go on Palantir, too. Very nice. Giddy up, kids. Pick your method of taking money from the gamblers. Pick your method. 1549 on Sofi, up 9. We're up 81 on ASTS. Rocket Lab up 45. GameStop up 6. AI up 188. It's a green start, more or less, for a lot of the stocks we follow. The Dow is now only down 37. It's coming up again. S&P went green, it went red, it went green. Now it's up 4, and the Nasdaq is up 48. So markets are recovering a little bit more. Charlie just bought back the Palantir put spreads. I opened yesterday at 38 cents. Closed them this morning for a penny. Cha-ching. Thank you. Bringing in $38 credit and giving $1 back. Not bad. There you go. Making a few dollars. Look, if you can do 100 at a time, it's great. If you can do 5 at a time, it's a few dollars. You do 2 or 3 at a time, it's a couple of shekels. But it's a win-win, and it sure is an eye-opener on how you can win on some of these trades. It's a question of what's your level of interest and what's your level of exposure. You decide how far will the spread be, what kind of revenue you want to take in. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party. Lessons are waiting for you. Learn how to do this. It's wide open for exploitation. Giddy up, kids. Thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you again for your participation. GameStop 2603 up 14. Good to see GameStop going up a bit. We'll see if it goes up some more. Rocket Lab up 36. ASTS up 66. Sofi up 12. AI up $2.06. Giddy up AI. 33.32. Those of you who've been writing cash secured puts on AI are smiling this morning, I'm sure. NVIDIA up $1.87 to $118.53. Tesla up $4. Palantir up $21.63. 105.37. Giddy up, kids. Grab the dough and enjoy the run. Is there something wrong with any of this? Nothing. There's nothing wrong with any of this game whatsoever. Let's take a look at the old Palantir here for a minute. Where can I put that up? There it is. There's Palantir. Let's take a look at a couple of little things maybe. There you are. That's always interesting. Let's see if I can pop that up like this. Let's head over there, and we'll do that there. And then we'll do this little game right over here. Wow, look at that. Okay, I'm going to show you some photos here in just a sec. Couple of screenshots coming up, kids. Just bear with me here. I'll see if I can put this together. There we go. Oh, yeah, you got to love these. Oh, my goodness, what a chart this is. You want to see a chart? Stand by. I'm going to show you a chart. Wow. Okay. Let's see if I can make this work for you. You just got to give me a moment here. Just got to give me a moment. Just hang tough with me. Hang tough. Don't leave me. I'll be right with you. I just want to make a little room here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Out with some old photos. In with some new screenshots. Check this out. My goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Here we go. All right. Let me pop this out of there. Thank you all for being here. Look at this. Look at this little chart. This is Palantir for the last year. Look at that. I'll just kind of put myself way down here. Yeah, a year ago, February last year. That's just what's that? Just right over the year, right over there. Look at that. Under $20 a share, and it stayed in that 2022, 25 level. Notice how in like July, August, the stock started to move up. They were going to be included in the S&P 500, and that happened. And look how the stock slowly got to 50. It took a while. August, September, October, but the March was on, wasn't it? And the higher the stock went, the more the volume went up against Palantir. Oh, all kinds of people going, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And then look at November. Look at the AI explosion here, and through December. Then a backing off in January, of course. We had that Trump trade that kicked in, then we gave some back, and now look at it, 105.86. Their numbers are exploding, just exploding. Amazing stuff. Yeah, fascinating performance of that stock. Here's the stock now for November, December, January, February. There you go. The 50 level in November, 70, 75 in December through January, then back in under the 75 level, probably to the 65, 70 level, and now 105.84. Look at that. Hot stuff. Isn't that something? Most fascinating on Palantir. Here's something also for you to consider. I'm just going to show you something here if I can pop this up. Love these kinds of stats here. Let's see if I can pop this up right there, and then I'll show you that over here if I can get it to pop up. It should pop up in just a moment. There it comes. Here we go. Check this out. Here you are. Okay, and I'll kind of move over to the side there. Key data on Palantir. They open at 102.80, and then you can see the day range at the very top there, 100 to 106. The 52-week range, 1976 to 103.49. Market cap, $190 billion. Now, you take that 190 market cap and you divide that by 5, because a year ago the stock was $20 a share. So divide 190 billion by 5, and you got that down to about $38 billion market cap. Isn't that something? Look at the shares out, 2.18 billion, and public float 2 billion. Compare that to Sofi, 1 billion shares outstanding, barely a 1 billion share float. That's half of what these guys have. Isn't that something? PE ratio, 518.12. Earnings per share, they claim, is 20 cents a share. Unbelievable. Short interest at the very bottom, right there, 83.79 million, which is 4% of the company. There's not much shorted on this stock. This is not a short squeeze. Keep that in mind. Average volume, 81 million shares a day. Wow, that is something else. Really amazing. And if I now go over to here, I will show you something else. I'm going to try to show you something else. Hang on. Here we go. We'll do this, and we'll grab this info for you. And just stand by as I pop this one up for you. You can check this out as well. And here it comes. There it is. Pop it up, Bruce. All righty. There it goes. And I'll just put myself over here again. This is Sofi. Here's your Sofi shares. 1549 opening, day range, 1521 to 1559. Sofi right now is trading at 1546. The 52-week range of your Sofi, 601 to 1842. A market cap, $16.71 billion. The public shares outstanding, 1.090 billion float, 1.060 billion floating. PE ratio, 41.7. Earnings per share, 37 cents a share. Short interest, look at that number right there, right there. The 132 million. That's up a couple of million from last report, by the way. 12.48%. There is a short squeeze going on Sofi. There's going to be a serious short squeeze on Sofi continuing. We're not done yet. So the $15.49 price is a nothing burger so far. We're going to see quite a bit more than that going forward for your Sofi shares, no doubt in my mind. Yes, most interesting. Let me just take a peek here, some charts on Sofi. Yeah, here's something. Yeah, I'll show you this one. Let's review this one together here. Let's do that right there. And then let's go to that chart. There we go. Oh, that's a good chart. Let's show you this one as well as. Okay, hang on a second. On the fly, your buddy Uncle Bruce bringing up some stuff. Let's see if we can find that over here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, let's pop that one up. And let's get you to look at this chart, and I'll just pop myself back to here again. There you go. This is a 3-month chart on your SoFi, and notice back on in November 2024. That's just above my finger, right over there. You see where the shares were just around what $11.50 as they were moving up in November, and look what they did into December, right through the 15 level, got to that 17 level, couldn't break it for a long time. Remember that? We were at 17 something, we couldn't go. Then it went right after that little slump in January, right up over 18 bucks, 18.42, and now here we are at 15.55. You notice how the stock is not giving up any ground, really. Now look at this chart right here. This is a 1-year chart of your SoFi shares. Here we go. So there's February right there. Last year, notice the false little run, and then slumped into that 6, 7, 8 level. The low of the year, 601. That was like July. Amazing, isn't it? And then July, August, it had a little pop and it backed off. And then September, a little pop and it backed up. And then finally, October, November, look at that move of your SoFi. The realization came out to a chunk of the street. They figured, oh my God, these guys have raised $850 million on a capped call deal. Then they raised $2 billion on another investor. Then they raised another $525 million just 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they funded their company with almost with over $3 billion in the last 12 months, 365 days. Yeah, this is no longer a $6, $7 stock anymore. Yeah, look at this. They're going higher. In case you haven't heard the word, SoFi is going to go a lot higher than this. This is a nothing burger so far. Anyway, Palantir can go to $100 a share. SoFi can go to $100 a share. It won't do it overnight. It doesn't have to do it overnight. It can do it over 6 months. Would you be okay if your SoFi went up $5 a share every month for the next year? Would you be okay with that? Could you live with yourself if your SoFi shares were to go up $5 a month on average? 15 to 20, and then to 25, and then to 30, and 35. You'll roll your puts, you'll roll your 20s into 25s, you'll roll your 25s to 30s, you'll roll your 30s to 35s. You'll add dollars and dollars and dollars and dollars per share, thousands of dollars into your account every month for the next year. I have a feeling that some of you are going to enter a tax bracket you've never been in before, even on capital gains. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program, to the party. I'm glad you're all here with us today. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you all for joining me. Let's see what's going up here. Welcome. Charlie, neat. There you go. Splair, neat. There you are. Jennifer Rami is a new member. Welcome, Jennifer, to the club. Welcome to the family. Nice to have you with us. Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. Thank you for joining us. It's great to have you. You can comment now on the show. You can say hi to me, and everyone will say hi to you. Stuart, neat. James of the Mystery Tree. Jennifer, welcome from James of the Mystery Tree. Doug, Palantir has a similar problem like GameStop. No debt, sitting on billions in cash. They got a problem. Does anyone here follow D-Wave Quantum? The volume and short interest of 21% is interesting. Yesterday on CNBC, they had Don Ives and another invited guest analyst who kept this Palantir price of 20. His reasoning was just unrealistic, saying Palantir didn't have earnings at all. That they were going to project future earnings. They had no way. Well, Dan said all the bears missed the opportunity on Palantir. Jennifer, is this right? with a cash secured put, you want to buy to open and you want to put the price lower than the bid price. No, you want to sell to open. You want to sell a cash secured put to open and buy to close. So, that's how you do it. You're writing the contract. Tom, Palantir is a data company, and Musk is in bed with those guys. Peter Thiel and Alex Karp. I worry what Musk will do with all the U.S. government data. Jeff, sell to open a cash secured put, says Jeff. Charlie, no, Jen, sell to open. Twilla Blade. You sell to open a cash secured put. You want to have just lower than the ask price. There you go. Lisa, ASTS, big green candle, $23 incoming, Bruce. 23.22 on your ASTS, up $1.75. I suspect any of you who have written cash secured puts on ASTS are doing this. You're smiling. You're doing the Uncle Bruce dance. A Twilla Blade, to close a cash secured put, you want to buy at just above the bid price. I had my last 200 shares, and I got rid of them yesterday after earnings at 102. I'm so happy since I turned around, and I today bought the $100 cash secured expiry. You wrote the $100 cash secured put expiring Jan 26. You wrote it. One has still got that thing going. I bought it. No, I didn't buy it. You sold it. Charlie, class is worth every penny, Jen. If you haven't already invested in yourself, this is it right here. Time to do that. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. The Dow's down 62. Sofi is up 11 cents. ASTS up $1.73 to 23.20. Rocket Lab up 82 cents, 29.20. GameStop is up 15. AI is up $1.84 to 33.05. Nvidia is up 2.99. Tesla's up 5.24. Palantir up 22.42 to 106. And I have very happy viewers today. Jen, how are you?
I'm good. Not as good as Palantir.
Well, you know people that are into Palantir, yeah.
So, any comments on your wardrobe today?
I like this game. People have noticed that. Splair said he's got to get himself one of these. I like this game. Welcome all to the program. I got more of this stuff coming in. I ordered my stuff on my Redbubble store, and I like this game. I think there are people here who like this game a lot. Indeed. Giddy up.
Yes, you're going to be the model on the runway for these items you've procured.
Yeah. Got a sweatshirt coming. I got a coffee mug coming. I got all kinds of stuff coming.
I got my bucket hat.
Jen's got a bucket hat coming in.
We'll see how big. I got a pin head. It might be able to spin on top of this thing.
Well, we'll see. But
we'll see.
I don't know.
It's a one size fits a very small group of the population.
I don't know. Bagel Babe, I'm number 207 on your thumbs up meter. One. Oops, I'm sorry. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for catching my goof. I wrote it. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning,
there you
Richie.
go. Giddy
Good morning,
on up, kids. Welcome to the party, pals. Oh my gosh, our viewers making money today. They made money yesterday. How many of you made money yesterday with that down market? How many made money? How many of you cashed in on your calls yesterday? You were just shaking your head going, oh, this is so easy. I can't believe this is legal. Lisa, I think Palantir will hit 110 today. Keen to sell covered calls, maybe 130 strike, April or May. Up to you, Lisa. You decide what you want to do. You decide how you want to play this game. GameStop, 25.98, up 9. Palantir right now, 106.02. Up $22 a share. SoFi 15.51 up 11. ASTS 23.26 up 179. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a beautiful thing. So yes, some of you did rather well yesterday with your call purchases. You were laughing yesterday. Giddy on up. Charlie, good morning, Auntie Jen. One, those T-shirts should say, I like this game, Uncle Bruce says. Thank you for all the suggestions. Doing the best we can. Yeah, there's people walking around home. So I've a number of you have picked these up already, and there are folks I know watching the show wearing their T-shirts going, I like this game. This is fun, fun, fun. I like this game.
Is
Now,
that dead yet?
just about.
Yeah.
What kind of bagel should I have today?
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
What's it gonna be on a Tuesday?
We have no cheese. We do have ham. How about a ham and egg?
Oh yeah.
I can do a ham and egg on a bagel with some ketchup to dip it into. Giddy up. Juan is saying good morning, Auntie Jen. Yeah, babies. Kids are making. Juan is making money today. Lisa's making money. Charlie C2 is making money. Stuart's making money. Folks are making money. Bagel Babe is making money. Twilla Blaine is making money. Huh? No. Oh, it's so much fun. Are you guys having fun out there? This is cool stuff. Jennifer wants to make money too. Jennifer's brand new and she wants to make money because she's noticing other people making money around her. Luca, ciao from London, Uncle Bruce, and ciao, Auntie Jen from Luca. He's in the house, number 211 on the thumbs up meter. A Bagel Babe every day, Uncle Bruce. I make money every damn day. Lorraine, good morning. 212 on Bruce's thumbs up meter. Hello, Lorraine from Auntie Jen. Welcome all of you from around the world, no matter where you are right now. 214 thumbs ups, and they keep coming. 156 answers to the poll question, which was, I started writing cash secured puts. I started writing stock options. I started writing stock options after I watched blank number of Uncle Bruce's lessons. I started writing stock options after I watched 10 of his lessons. 8% say that's what I did. I watched 6 of his lessons and then I wrote options. 3% did that. 3%. I watched 4 of his classes before I started writing options. 13%.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I watched 2 of his classes and then I started writing options. 76%. There you go. Earn while you learn. That is the name of the game. That is the name of the story. Earn while you're learning. And that's what's happening. People are writing options while they're taking the classes and the lessons. They're grabbing the lessons and writing at the same time. And they're finding that they can bring in more money than the cost of the lessons by a country mile. And they're getting richer while they're getting smarter at the same time. You can't do this in college, you know. You can't go to a 4-year college course and after 3 or 4 weeks of learning how to become a brain surgeon. You can't do that. You can't even do this as a plumber, really. I mean, you can unclog a toilet, I suppose, but you can't hire yourself out as a full-fledged plumber without having your 5 years of apprenticeship and your licensing and all that.
You get to earn while you learn.
But the apprentices get to learn while they learn. And I guess if you're taking my lessons here and you're writing at the same time, you're an apprentice. You're an option writing apprentice, and you're learning and earning at the same time, and you're bringing capital into your accounts. You're completely changing the philosophy of your retirement account. You're no longer willing to receive a 3 to 8% a year return on your performance. You're looking for 20, 40, 60, 80% returns because you're going to write call options in your retirement account. There are people here who have definitely made some serious adjustments in their 401ks, IRAs, and RRSPs, and whatever other accounts you use overseas, where they have unloaded whatever they were holding for the last 5 or 10 or 20 years, turned around, picked up stock in companies they want to write options on, and are now writing call options on those shares in their RRSPs, in their retirement accounts, hauling in ridiculous premiums. There is nothing wrong with any of that strategy at all. They've taken 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of my lessons and have added to it and added to it and added to it. And I say congratulations to all of you for doing this. This is absolutely wonderful. I love it. Excited? Oh, yes, we are excited. We are so stoked about how far you've come. This is absolutely a phenomenal thing to watch and to witness and to be told about from viewers who are contacting me saying, Uncle Bruce, you've changed my life. I took 2 of your classes. I started writing options, and I immediately started watching a class a week with my wife and I, my husband and I, my partner and I. We are watching your classes every week, another one, and we are learning all about cash secured puts, credit spreads, poor man covered calls, stake beds, the 90-10 rule, the psychology of the markets. Oh my God. I had no idea. I had no clue about all this stuff. And your lessons are in plain English and they're so easy to follow. You've changed our lives. You've changed our thinking. You've changed our pattern. You've changed the lingo in the house. We talk now in option terms as opposed to the English we used to use around here. And when I hang around friends or family members come by or whatever, they look at me and go, what have you been doing with yourself lately? Because you're not the same person anymore. You don't act the same anymore about different things. What's gotten into you? And you kind of go, well, I just kind of watch, I just kind of watch this guy on YouTube, and I take these lessons, and oh yeah, I'm making money in the market. That's the difference. Yes, I'm making money in this stock market. That's the difference. I remember now. Doug, put some Canadian bacon on that bagel. Splair, just waiting now for the next paycheck, but my money is where my mouth is. Giddy up, everybody, and good morning, Auntie Jen from Splair. Giddy up, kids. Guten Tag, Splair. We're up 26 on the Dow. We've gone green now on the Dow. What a difference a day makes. We're now up 32 on the Dow. We're up 31 on the S&P. We're up 218 on NASDAQ. There you go. The market is moving up here. Down 47 cents on oil. It was down $2 a little while ago. Now it's only down 47 cents. Quite crazy out there. Quite crazy indeed. 1552 on Sofi, up 12. ASTS up 186 to 2332. Rocket Lab up 72 cents. GameStop up 13. AI up 198. 3318 on the AI shares. NVIDIA's up 412. Tesla up 405. Palantir up 2264. Very good. MicroStrategy, MST are up 178. Costco up 27 cents. Coinbase down 168. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. Google up 364. Apple up 186. Broadcom up $4. Microsoft up 179. Intel up 14 cents. Netflix up 22.50 to $1,001. Wow. Meta up down 151 on Facebook. EI Lilly up 194. Amazon up 314. Supermicro Computer up 171. Uber up $2. Adobe up 150. Cisco up 21. AMD up 330 at 117.50. Unity up 54. Enphase up 297. Moderna, Spire's up 98, by the way, 1867. Spire's going higher. Moderna up 95. Pfizer down a penny. IBM down a penny. HPQ up 19. Home Depot down $1.05. Vanik Semiconductors, SMH ETF 242.27 up 349. Goldman Sachs 362 gain. Boeing up 22 cents. Target up 6. JP Morgan up 52. Walmart up 40. Disney down 19. American Airlines up 14. DraftKings down 114. AMC down, up 6.5. Royal Caribbean up 20 cents. That is the story right here, right now. Welcome all to the party. Welcome all to the show. Anyone making money today? I suspect there are people making money today. There were people making money here yesterday. And I say congratulations, all of you folks out there bringing cash in from option premiums. Easy peasy, nice and easy, taking the dough and enjoying the shrinkage and getting a little all richer. You got to love this game. You've just got to love this game, everybody. Fun times at the OK Corral. What can I say? It is and it be what it be. Fascinating day so far to day. Thank you all for popping through here, hanging out with us. Love it. We've got the thumbs up meter on fire today. We're over 200. We now have 219 thumbs ups, and they're still coming through. We got 158 votes now on the poll question of the day. 75% of you have told me that you write options. You started writing options after watching 2 of my lessons. That's how much it took. There's 18 to watch. You started writing options once you watched the first 2. That is telling me what I already know. You're making money while you're taking the classes at the same time. And I say, grab it, go with it. What are you waiting for? Yeah, baby. Get richer while you're learning the art of option writing. Absolutely. It's legal. You're allowed to do it. The SEC won't come after you. It's all fine. It's all good. Good times. Good times. Good times. I like it, man. I like it. 2312 on the ASTS. There are people here who are writing cash secured puts on ASTS when it was around $19 to $20 a share just 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. It's 23.10 now. This thing might move a little higher yet. Looking good. The Rocket Lab at 29.05. Thank you. Coming back to 30 here. GameStop up 11, and AI trying to get through 33 right now. 32.98 up 177 on AI. Well done. I know there are cash secured put writers over there. You sold your AI, you wrote cash secured puts, and you're going, this is easy. Uncle Bruce, this is a lot simpler than I thought it would be. Sell to open on these cash secured puts. Buy to close. That's easy to do. Uncle Bruce, I really like this game. Uncle Bruce. Let's keep this going. Giddy up, kids. Welcome to the party. Thank you for joining me from wherever you are. Free range here. Uncle Bruce, are the $30 strikes for Jan 26 on GameStop, are they worth it? Is it worth writing cash secured puts at 10.25? The 27s just went for 8, and I would think that the 30s would be the high 10s or low 11s based on book and time value. What are your thoughts? Well, GameStop is a $26 stock, and you're asking me if you're going to write a $30 strike on a cash secured put, which means it's $4 in the money with a $6 time premium on it. Is it worth your while? Well, look at it this way, I guess. What kind of percentage, thank you, Jen, so much. What kind of percentage are you getting on your money? You're putting up $3,000 and you're getting paid 10 something for it. So you're getting 33% on your cash up front. So you take the 10.25 off the $30 price, you're paying $19.75 to buy GameStop. You're willing to pay $19.75 to buy that stock, right? Now, if you want to write the 27s, and you get 8. All right, what kind of a percentage is that on your money? All right, not quite as good, or is it even better? Trying to do the math in my head. Anybody can do the math here. You compare the $10 against the $30 strike, or the $8 against the $27 strike. That's good money too. Percentage-wise, that's actually very good money. Look, the 8s means you're paying 19 for the stock, but you're getting $8 against $2,700. I think the 8s have a slightly better percentage, but it's up to you whether you want the $8 or the $10.25. It's totally up to you. Obviously, if the GameStop shares go to $30 a share, anytime this year, these puts, all of these are worthless in a book value way. They will only have a time premium left. So right now, the 27s are in the money $1. The 30s are in the money $4. There's the difference. You got to decide how much cash you want in your account, how much you want to put up to write these puts. This might be a silly question, Free Range is asking. Maybe it's a silly question. It's not that silly. It's the kind of question you have to ask yourself. You have to really look at these cash secured puts and ask yourself, do you want to be on the hook for a $30 contract or a 27? Would you rather that if the stock goes to $32 a share, that your 27s are 5 out of the money, or your 30s are only $2 out of the money? Where do you want to be when. You know there's shrinkage either way. There's $7 premium on those $8 contracts, and there's $6 shrinkage on the $30 contracts on those 10s. So you're going to make money on shrinkage. You'll make a bigger percentage on your money on the 8s. So you got to decide, you want to put up 27s or you want to put up 30s. You got 27 grand lying around. You can write 10 of those $27 contracts, which will bring you $8,000 back. You put up 27 grand to get 8 back. You put up 30 grand to write 10 of the 30s, you'll get 10,250 back from $30,000. So there's a cash injection coming into your account. You can earn interest on this capital, however you want to play this. So there you go. 2605 on GameStop. That's not a bad question. I like this game. Freers, thanks, Uncle Bruce. I get tangled at times. Usually I'm overthinking this stuff. It's okay. You'll get better at it. You'll get more comfortable at it the more you do it. Giddy up on this thing. Look at this. This is a ham and cheese. Sorry, this is a ham and egg with roasted sesame seeds on a toasted bagel. Oh.
And I got ketchup. I made an executive decision.
Ketchup, which I always love to get on the egg thing. Thank you.
It's going to be slippery.
It
will be slippery.
Fried egg, sliced ham. Pretty dang good. Yeah. I call this a winning trade right here. This is a winner. Love it. Yeah. Love it. Your Dow's up 35, 40 points. We're up 35 points on S&P. We're up 200 on NASDAQ. The NASDAQ market is up 1.1%. S&P is up 0.57. The Dow's only up 0.1 of a percentage point. So the Dow would have to be up 430 points to equal NASDAQ right now. So NASDAQ is really lifting this market. That would be the Magnificent Seven, I would think. I would think so.
Single hot.
Go, baby, go. Love this game. I like this game. I like this game. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I bought back my ASTS cash secured puts and I made $1,000 yesterday. With today's pop, I left 500 on the table. I know I shouldn't be mad, but I'm pissed. Can't time these perfectly, I guess. Making 1,000 is making 1,000.
Watch the donut, not the hole.
Watch the donut, not the hole. It's all good, Brian. You're making money, and that's the ball game. And think about how long you've been doing this. Think about how much experience you have. Nothing. You haven't been doing this very long, and you're already making this kind of money. Not a bad move at all. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Look, if this ASTS goes down today, back to the 2021 level, you can write another cash secured put again. You'll just take on another cash secured put. Maybe you'll write 20s for next January, bring in the dough and sit on it. And if it drops $1,000, boom, you'll do it again. It's not like you're only trading this one time. You might do multiple trades on this thing. As you're figuring out the range of ASTS, you might be in and out and in and out. What's wrong with that trade? Nothing. Nothing wrong with this. Ratable, baby. Ratable. Juan, that looks good. Uncle Bruce, I'm having my kids' leftover pancake right now. Free range, I like that. Anti-gen, that looks so good. Spare or watch the bagel instead of the hole. I like it anti-gen. Watch the bagel, not the hole of the bagel. There you go. Watch Uncle Bruce eat his bagel. Get your own bagel. Come on, kids.
Or whatever your children didn't eat for breakfast. We've all been there.
You shooed those kids away. Go to school. Go to school. Now you're eating their breakfast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Giddy up, baby.
That's how daddy gains the 10 pounds for pregnancy.
It's true. Depeche says, watch the donut, not the hole. That's a winner, Auntie Jen. I have to remember that one. There you
It's
go.
a song.
It's a song, she says.
My parents used to sing it when I was little. We used to sing that song. I think it's called It's Written on the Rainbow.
Wow.
Yeah. And you're going to go,
Huh?
what kind of childhood did she have?
Screwed up. Seriously screwed up. Giddy up, kids. Welcome all to the party. I'm glad you're all here. I want you to make nothing but money. Nothing personal. I just want you guys to get richer.
That's right.
Nothing personal.
I said,
You know what I love is I read a comment from Brian. Says, I made $1,000, but I left 500 on the table.
Yeah.
And I think to myself,
We're not married to it.
if Brian and I were sitting here at the table, I'd be looking at him and saying, how many of your friends did the same thing?
Yeah.
Of all the people you know,
I mean, you made 1,000.
your coworkers, former coworkers at jobs you've had in the past, your classmates from high school, anyone you went to school with after high school, any relatives, any friends, anyone you could possibly know, relatives through marriage and what have you. Do you know anyone else that made $1,000 in how little time was this trade? With how little money did you put up to make this money? You didn't put up $100,000 to make $1,000. You didn't put up 50 grand to make $1,000. How much money did you put up to make $1,000, and how long was it that it took you to do this? And you don't know. I'll bet you right now you don't know anyone personally where you live that made any dough on this trade, but you did. And if you try to explain the trade you've done, this actual trade, to any of your friends, they would look at you and going, I don't know, I don't understand what that is. I'm not, what? I don't get it. I can't, how do you do that? I don't understand. Is this legal? Are you? Yeah, you see how far you've come? You have come so far down the highway that now you are lamenting not taking every penny off the table. That's okay. You're like every other investor out there.
Selfish is good.
Selfish is good. Selfish is good.
But yes. Don't beat yourself up.
I love it. Depeche, Burl Lives.
Yes. It's Burl Ives.
Juan, great job, Juan. Depeche, when you walk the streets, you have no cares if you watch the lines and not the squares. And as you go through life, make this your goal. Watch the donut and not the hole.
My friend the little sparrow will take me when she flies up above the rainbow.
See what you started here? You see what you started here? Oh, man. Mom, is there a reason you go?
Ma. Yeah, Burl Ives. Not just for Christmas.
Oh, my. Walter Young. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Uncle Bruce. Bagel Familia. Thumbs up. 226. We're making money today. Yes. Making money.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing personal. We're just making money. Giddy up, kids. Giddy on up. I like this game. I like this game. Depeche says, he makes a great snowman, though, He
It
really
does make a great snowman. Yeah.
one. Neat, 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 neat. Don't forget the knee emoji. It says one. There you go. Getting rich, kids. Taking easy money off the table from the gamblers left, right, and center. Somebody made Brian $1,000. Somebody made him $1,000. Someone lost it so Brian could make it.
Yeah.
Do you feel sorry for that person? I don't. Mm-mm.
That's right. That's how that works.
Mm-hmm. You're saying, give me the money. I'll take your bet. You want to gamble on Palantir? You want to gamble on ASTS? On a cash secured put? Anytime. Anytime. You want to gamble on Sofi? You dare to buy from me a cash secured put on Sofi or on GameStop or on Rocket Lab or on AI? I'm open for business here. I'm ready to take your action. My casino is ready to offer you free drinks in a virtual reality kind of way. Yes.
Good stuff, too.
Yeah, the good stuff. Splair Anti-Jen is laughing. I'm coughing. My Fubo TV 300 shares try to break through while my 100 SoFi, my call, and my cash puts just relax. Chase Rosita Parker. Neat, 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 neat. Here they go. Brian, I sold 5 TSLL Feb 28, $23.5 strike cash secure puts for $267 yesterday. Brought in $1,335. This is the Tesla 2-time leverage. It was down 12% yesterday. Great time to write cash secured puts. Well, there's some gambling going on there. Interesting. Crazy 49er. I just submitted evidence to the IRS that we installed solar panels on the roof. Guess the invoice wasn't good enough. I had to you took photos? What do you have to do? Crazy. Spent the morning doing this. Just spent the morning submitting evidence to the
Stay
IRS.
off your roof.
Good luck with that. Oh my.
Hopefully he used a drone and not himself to take a picture of the roof.
I don't know. I don't know.
A very long stick.
Thank you all for being here this morning. Love it. Let's get you kids richer. You guys need the money. Crazy 49er. Well, a long stick. Exactly. I'm using a long stick on that.
Why do I not believe him?
Boeing Tiger. Neat, 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 neat. There you go. Fun stuff. Mm-mm. 231 thumbs up so far today. Thank you all. Much appreciated. And on the poll question, 164 answers to the poll question. 75% of you say, I started writing stock options, Uncle Bruce, because of your lessons after I watched 2 of them. Just took 2 lessons. That's all I needed to know to start. From there, I've been picking up the knowledge. But the first 2 got me going right now. Boom, I started writing options after 2 lessons. I tell you, I get excited when I get an email alert. I get an email alert from my website that says, just sold a class number 1. Every time I see that, I go, oh, another one.
You know what it's like? It's like in the Wizard of Oz movie where she's in black and white, but then she walks through the door
Into color.
into color. That's what you're doing.
That's
You're
exactly.
coming into color.
You're coming into color. You're coming into
I never knew this was here.
writing options for the first time. You take lesson number 1, then you take lesson number 2. I get the alerts. Jedi going, here's another one. Here's an epiphany about to happen. Here we go. Oh, this is so good. And then I get comments from people. I get these private emails from you viewers who let me know. And I'll read a comment, and it'll say, I'm single. I'm 63 years old. I'm a widow or a widower, and I found your show, your channel last month. Someone told me about you. YouTube recommended me to you to me, and I've been watching you for a month or 2. I've taken 3 of your lessons so far. I'm going to take all of them. I started writing options, and the first option I did. I brought in $1,000. I brought in $1,000 of cash on the first option I wrote. I've been holding GameStop since 2020, 2021. I got 700 shares, 800 shares. I used to have 200. Now I have 800 because of the split. I wrote 8 contracts, 3 contracts, 6 contracts. And they brought in $500, $1,000, $1,500, $3,000, $6,000. They can't believe it. I can't believe it. The money was in my account that day. I wrote those contracts on Monday afternoon. I looked at my account Tuesday morning, and I got $3,300 cash sitting there from selling those contracts. And I'm willing to part company with my GameStop shares for $35 a share. And I got all this money handed to me. I can't believe it. Needless to say, I'll be taking all of your lessons. And then I get the second wave of emails from people from time to time that'll say, I've been writing for a year now. I started watching you 2 years ago. I took your classes for 3 or 4 months. And then finally, a year ago, I started writing options. And I have hauled in $18,000 in option premium in the first year. And I really don't know what I'm doing. Like, really? I mean, I now know so much more than what at the beginning, I knew nothing about options. But by the time I started writing them, I realized there's an income stream here. And in the first year, I brought in 18 grand. And I can tell you right now, I've never, ever had that happen to me before. Income coming into my account. This year, with what I know now and the classes that I've taken 18 of them or 15 of them or 13 of them. I expect to double that this year. I'll be bringing in $35,000 this year. You have changed my life. You have changed my entire budgeting. Half the money I bring in goes into my retirement account. The other half of the money I bring in goes into my trading account. And I have access to that anytime I want it. You have completely changed the outlook around here. And then I get emails from husbands and wives and partners who say, my husband and I, my wife and I, just purchased a cruise in the Mediterranean for this summer. And we're on a balcony cabin. We're on a 2-week cruise. We're taking 1 week before the cruise and a week after the cruise to just travel. We start in Barcelona, we end in Rome, and we're not going to be home for a month. And it's all paid for. We bought the tickets for the airplanes, the cruise. We've reserved hotels already. It's all paid for because of the gamblers. Without you, this trip would never have happened. We wouldn't even be thinking about the possibility of doing this trip. This is a game changer. Our children who are grown up now are looking at mom and dad going, what are you two guys doing all of a sudden? Like you've never acted like this before. talking about going to a Mediterranean cruise for 2 weeks and you're spending another 2 weeks in Europe? Where did this come from? Who are you guys? Yeah, nothing makes me more proud to get these kinds of notifications from you guys to fill me in on just what has happened and how this has changed everything. I'm stoked, man. Looks like Rocket Lab short interest went up 2% last month. GameStop short interest also up 2.7 from last month, and ASTS short interest is at 22%. Oh my goodness gracious. Is there a reason why you're making money? Oh, yes, there is. Giddy up, kids. Keep up the good work. You are looking at statistics now you've never looked at before. You're looking at things in the market you've never paid attention to before. Short interest? When the hell did you give a crap about short interest about anything? When did you ever care about earnings reports? When did you ever care about PE multiples? When did you ever care what the Federal Reserve Chairman would say on a Wednesday at a press conference regarding the future of interest rates? When did you give a crap about that in the last 20 years of your life? Never, ever. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's just unbelievable. What can I say? We have 10 holidays booked for this year, all thanks to Uncle Bruce and option writing, says David Petty. Well done, my friends. Brian, GameStop is down 18% in the last month. I have 9,000. Might write a few cash secured puts on this stuff. There you go. Bringing a little bit of do-re-mi money here. Giddy on up. $25.95, up a dime this morning on the old GameStop. And there are opportunities galore to write contracts and take the money. Keep up the good work, kids. Don't stop now. Take the dough and enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Welcome all to the program. Thank you again for your kind words and becoming members of this channel, subscribing to this channel, hitting the thumbs up on this channel. Cannot thank you enough. Jen and I, we love you guys. Keep up the great work. Get richer. 234 thumbs ups and climbing still. Beautiful stuff. Thank you for answering the poll question today. And thank you for commenting, becoming members of this channel, and letting us know that you're members now and saying hi to us every day. We love it. We'll keep you posted. We'll keep an eye on this market as well. Don't forget tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, Primetime Live with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members. That's coming up tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern. I look forward to seeing you guys. Any of you want to do one-on-ones, you let me know that you're interested in a one-on-one session. We'll try to find a day and a time that works for you, works for us. We'll get together. Thank you again. Send me an email. Tell me what you want to do. All right, kids, that's it from here. Have a great, 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 great day. Walter, you certainly have educated us. Glad to be here. Thank you, Walter. Juan Velasquez. Neat. Charlie, thank you so much for sharing knowledge, Uncle B. Have a great day, everybody. Charlie C2. Neat. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Knee, the source, the secret source of power behind this market, the mysterious special powers that they have. Jeff knows what we're talking about. Thank you again, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you here tomorrow morning, first thing. And you guys take care. Goodbye from Rancho Mirage. Auntie Jen and I will now, in stereo, say goodbye to you. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye.